Hey, it's Lizzie here. Welcome to Styling Matters. I'm sharing tips, tricks, and current edits so that you can maximize and elevate your curated, intentional style game. So let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of Styling Matters. I'm your host, Lizzie Richardson. Well, today I'm coming to you from a heat wave, mega hot environment that we're currently experiencing here in the UK. I think yesterday it was over 40 degrees and today it's meant to be even hotter. So I'm going to be open and honest and say that my windows are open as I'm recording. So you might hear some background noise, but if I was to try and record this episode with the windows shut, well, put it this way, I would melt. I would absolutely melt. Coming up though, I believe that as we head into periods of summer, especially when it's hot, we can start to panic buy. And I thought I would guide you through some new in sections across multiple brands. I'm trying very hard to make sure that I can cover global brands. So we've got Zara and we've got Mango. We've got a couple of UK brands, Mint Velvet and Marks and Spencer's. But I believe COS and Other Stories are available in the USA. And I'm going to finish with Nordstrom. So I'm going to be chatting through each of their new in sections and give you a guide as to what to potentially pull out so that you are not panic buying and you're making some good decisions. Because summer styling, there's multiple ways you can approach it. You've got what you need to wear to the office, which, as I've talked about quite a few times, you've probably got air conditioning to deal with. Yesterday I was in corporate world in the office and I kid you not, I froze all day. And then you are going out and about in what we're currently experiencing as extreme temperatures. And so layering is actually very, very key here, because you want to be able to kind of strip off and be, stylish and elegant in a very hot environment. Then you've got to deal with air conditioning and not be too cold. And then there's that kind of weekend wear versus what's appropriate for office wear. Lots of conversations in my office about what's appropriate, what's not. And I'm sure you've been having some of those conversations. And bless my colleagues, when they've been working from home, sort of melting in sort of vest top and shorts and everything. And it's like the only way to really stay cool. So how can you feel yourself and make sure that what you purchase you are happy with? Because panic buying can often lead to items you don't really love, and then that's been a waste of money. Now we're going to start with Zara. You can see here, for those of you listening, this is a video podcast, so I will do my best to be as descriptive as possible, but you might want to check out the video version, which I believe is on Spotify and possibly now on Apple. So here you can see a linen black shirt and wide leg linen trousers. I think this is a very stylish combo, and I do personally find that linen is really, really good for hot days. Going tonal is a very good way to remain elegant and stylish through a season where it can be quite challenging to wear your normal sort of style DNA, whatever is typically you. I'm really liking here that you can see this sort of oyster colour set. I do think cohorts are a great option for the summer. It's very easy dressing, but we have the balloon style trousers here that I am going to go into. So this is satin. Now, do I love satin in extreme heat? Potentially not, but if you're heading to the office and you're going to be in air conditioning, this could be quite good. I think where you can buy silk over satin. Satin does crease. But what I'm trying to say is you're not going to look box fresh from morning to lunchtime to the end of work day. I think you have to accept that you're not going to be fresh all day. And this is what I really like about this. Can you see this pleating in these balloon style trousers? And they're not designed to be ironed completely straight. So that kind of minimises the kind of creases that you're going to get naturally through the day. This is 100% polyester. I mean, it's described as satin, but at the end of the day, the material is polyester, and you could be hot in that. If you can afford silk and you can find a version of this, that's probably better to where you can spend your money. But I totally get that not all of us can do that. So I described it as oyster. They've described it as brown taupe. And the product code is 9479/243/737. And I think this is a very modern take on wide leg trousers, and it's a shape for the summer. I think it's great if you want to cover up your legs. It adds an area of interest to the look. I haven't gone down this route yet, but it is actually one I'm planning to explore in the coming weeks. I've not worn this style of trousers for a good few years. I used to have a jumpsuit that was very similar to this, and I recall really loving it. So this set for me is something that I'm planning to check out, and because it's polyester, this is going to be perfect for the office. It'll be absolutely fine in the air conditioning. And can you see on this how they've styled the model with the shirt opened up with lots of jewellery? So it's a very plain look, but it's accessorised really, really well. And that's actually a very good price point for that. Now we're going to go on. So this is the linen. We might just tap in on the linen just to see. So the linen shirt itself is $29.99, and I think even if you didn't want to buy the full set, it comes in navy blue, it comes in pink. That's really nice. Red, that's absolutely fabulous. So instead of wearing a trouser suit to the office, which we all can be part of our daily uniform, this is a nice summer alternative. I really like that look, and red is a fabulous colour in the summer. White, for me, this speaks a little bit more holiday, a bit more going out of an evening. I am not sure that I would wear this particularly to the office. Yes, to the white shirt, but the full white look, potentially not. I would probably pair white with the navy, or I would go with the navy set. I think the pink is absolutely lovely, by the way. So the shirt, if we go back to the navy, the product code for that is 4786/030/401. And that's 100% linen. And I do really believe linen is great, absolutely great for summer. The trousers themselves are $39.99, so that's 40 plus 8. So you're getting a full set, a full outfit for £70. And I think that's fab. Right, let's go and see what else Zara has to offer. Let's keep searching through. Let's have a look at these white shorts, because I want to see what material they are. Oh, they are denim. I think this is great for going out or a brunch date, lunch date, away from the office. For the office, I think if you're in a very strict corporate environment, these are not an option. If you're in a creative environment, these will be an option. So it's very much down to the dress code of your office. But if you're in a creative environment, I think this total look is lovely. So this includes the linen shirts. Let's just click on that. I'm sure that's linen. Oh no, it's satin, so that's actually polyester. Lovely detailing at the front that they're calling frog fastening. So for those of you listening, it's 4786/166/401. But let's go back to the shorts. I think this is a lovely set, and I like the fact that they're below the knee. The kind of Bermuda style shorts are very modern this summer, and that slightly longer length is, well, it's the style of the season. I actually think it gives quite a really elegant stroke modern look to a shorts and shirt combo. Styled here with flats, but you could easily add some midi sandals and easily take that through to the evening. I also think personally this would be a lovely travel outfit. So if you are traveling to a destination, whether that's by train, whether that's flying, and you want to look really smart when you arrive, and this gives an element of sophistication, and yet I think that would be very, very lovely to travel in. So I've just realised I've not given you the product code for the shorts. I think that's a great look. So the shorts are, and they're white, and they're 7223/241/250. I really, really like that. And again, a great price, $35.99 in UK money. Let's see if they've got anything else that's worth having a stab at. I'm seeing a lot of this, by the way, where it's like a top that is also a bit like a poncho. This is very popular at the moment. I like it. I would wear a vest underneath so that come back to the layering, and I would probably, this one looks sheer actually, let's pop into it. It does look sheer, and I would do tonal, so I would have a vest underneath it personally. It's called the asymmetric knit top, so that would be a very fine knit. I've seen a lot of these actually across multiple brands, and I love that draping effect. I used to have something very similar to this actually in cream, probably about 15 years ago now, so it definitely shows that things go round and round. I like the high neck. Sometimes when it's a poncho style they do a V, or it's a little bit too scooped that it's always showing off a shoulder. This isn't. This is actually very tidy, and this actually would be perfect for the office, if I'm honest. If you've got a bit of aircon, so you could wear a wide strap vest top underneath, and then if you had any concerns with aircon, you could easily put that on top, and that would be very stylish. And that's $25.99. I think that's a very good price. So that's brown, also comes in black, and comes in an off-white. I like the brown personally. If I was to pick out three, that's the one I'd go for. And the product code for that is 9598016-700. I might be adding that to my own basket later. Right, I'm going to move on to another brand. Let's have a look at Mango. Mango do have a sale on at the moment, and that's probably very much worth exploring. But this is the new in page. Let's just have a real flick through. I have intentionally not searched out anything. I wanted to do this with you and do it more in the moment. You know, I'm quite an unscripted podcaster because I like to feel like we are searching this together next to each other, like two girlfriends would. This is lovely. Like two girlfriends would, very naturally. So I think this is a really lovely shape. This is an asymmetrical dress with tie detail. Now, yes, you could wear this for the office if you had a sleeveless blazer, okay? I think you could get away with this in the office because obviously it's got the off-shoulder piece. But then this is a very much day to night look. I love the colour. I want to explore what fabric it is. I love the fact that it says crinkled effect fabric. That again just gives you that it doesn't have to look perfect. You are not going to look perfect all day in this heat. So the fact that it's offering you fabric that doesn't matter if it's a bit creasy, I think is great. It's an A-line design, midi length with ruche detailing, so that's lovely in here, as you can see around the waist. Perfect to give a bit of definition for hourglass people, but if you're actually quite straight in the body, this is a little eye trickery. If you're very straight, athletic body shape and you want to add shape, this is really, really good because this will naturally do the work for you. I still can't, oh, here we go, details. It is made, it's 100% polyester. I actually find viscose a little bit easier to wear in the summer actually. And, oh, look at that, it's designed in Barcelona, manufactured in Cambodia, but the fabric and the weave is from China, so a real mixed bag there. But yeah, I like that. Now this comes in multiple colours. Let me give the product code. Let's do product code. So this is the orange and available in size 6 to 14. Why won't it let me? Must be under details here. Where is the product code? Oh, here we go. 37011405. So this is on the Mango homepage, new in section 37011405. Okay, and then I want to explore the other colour. So this is the pink. And you probably realise I've paused a bit. I think the orange, which is a light orange, I just think that one's more sophisticated. If I was pressing the button on this and it's $49.99, I would go orange. But those of you who are pink girls, you might prefer the pink. So let me go back. Obviously done a lot of clicking. What else? This is a very safe dress. Don't mind safe. This one, again, probably great for the office. Not all sizes available, so it goes to show that it's been popular. I love the belted detail, again, because it's got quite a, what I would call a heavy, fuller skirt, which is lovely. It gives a lot of shape. Ooh, I like this. Look at this. They've got it over trousers. I like that. I'm trying to understand this back piece. It's got a low back, but I'm hoping not as low as what that's suggesting. I don't think so. I think they just happen to show it off what the back detail is. But I like that. They've got matching trousers, so if you really do want to do a dress and trouser combo, that is available to you. I like that a lot. They also do this in a different colour. What is it? It is chocolate. Yeah, look, the back. Nice V, which matches the front. I think this looks like a really, really good material. Let's have a look. 100% linen fabric. V-neck, wide strapped, concealed fastener. Love it. I actually think I prefer the chocolate. I think if you're going to do the set and you want the trousers, I love that too, and I love the fact they've got the contrasting belt which goes with the thong sliders like that. But I personally would probably hit the chocolate button. Oh, a lot less here in the UK to pick from. That has definitely been popular. But if you, I'm just going to click through and just check. Yeah, I find with Mango they're very good, and I think it's right that brands do this, by the way. They don't overorder these days, and that's good for the environment. And I use this feature a lot, where if there's something that I really want, I populate with my email address. My only advice I would give you is, as soon as it lands in your inbox, even if you're at work, you need to go in and order it. Don't save it for the end of the day. I've done that a couple of times, and quite frankly, I've lost out again. So I highly recommend that if you want that on your radar, that you pop in your email, and then they can gauge how much more they need to order. So product code for that is 370-51414. Right, let's find another one from Mango. What else do we like? I'm personally getting a little bit bored of this shape. I've been avoiding that this year. For those of you who can't see, it's like the kind of big balloon sleeves. I don't know why. I'm a little bit. I like this. This is a jumpsuit, and yeah, this looks so lush. Okay, so the black is completely out of stock. I am not surprised. Not surprised at all. That is a lovely, lovely look. And you know what? On cooler days, if you wanted to commute and travel in this, I would wear a long, light trench coat. So I'm talking about like on cloudier days, chance of rain, a long trench coat open to show this off. That would be really, really lovely. So the white is available, and I really like it. So it's got a crossover sort of waistcoat element that ties in at the waist. So again, it creates some shape. It looks lovely from behind. I'm going to make that bigger so we can have a look. Nice belt, good loopholes, good tailoring. I like that. Wide leg shorts, looks pretty much to the knee, so not too short. Lovely detail here on the back. I think that very sophisticated. Pockets on the shorts. That looks very well put together, and for me, got a lot of love for that one. That's $55.99. So that's a whole outfit for $55.99, and that's in an off-white. Does come in black, but you're going to have to put yourself on the waiting list. I love that. Right, we're going to move on to another brand, Mint Velvet. So let's see what pieces they've got in their new section. Okay, I am familiar with this dress. This is not new, so I don't know why it's in their new section. This has actually been available since the beginning of summer, actually beginning of spring. This part here is very heavy. It's a really heavy knit, but what it does do is it does bring you in at the waist, and then this is a lighter fabric. I have actually tried that one on. I think it's lovely. I tried it on in the white, and I tried it on in the orange, and I think I recall it was some time ago now. I think I preferred the orange. They've got it in the black. I would say in this very, very hot weather, you're going to be hot in that from memory. I'm trying it on. It's quite a heavy dress. what I'm trying to say is, I wouldn't say don't think about it at all, but it's definitely not for very hot environments. The crinkled, I think I've shown this one before. Their new is not new. I'm convinced of this. I'm pretty sure we've talked through this one before, but I do like it. This crinkled kind of brownie red. What are they actually calling it? Rust red. Looks lovely, and I like the fact that it's got this kind of matching vest that you can buy with it. I think this is a really nice colour if you don't like typical summer tones. And since that we are wearing a lot more brown, which it is available in, the skirt's £99, by the way. Oh, I'm not keen on that. No, avoid that. Neutral, that's very straightforward. This is a green. No, I really like the red. I'd probably opt for the red. My second option would be brown. And for those of you listening in, what is Fabric and Care? The style number is 012040990. That's £99. Right, let's keep going. Is there anything else that is really jumping out? I like blue striped. Is this a dress or jumpsuit? Oh, it is a dress. Hey, look, it's got lace detail in there. This is different. Yeah, I like. Nice shape. Really, this one would be really good for the office, and also you could get away with that at the weekend. I think this actually hits two parts. I like how the stripes here are not just straight down on the skirt part, that they're actually coming out. That shapes really well. So you've got straight stripes on the blouse element of the dress, and then it goes out diagonal on the skirt. That's very good design. I like that a lot. It's a close up. Button front. So again, if you're wearing shorts, say you had white shorts, short shorts, and a white vest top, you could wear this open as a bit of a cover up. So a very versatile item there. I like that. It's £150. It's a blue and white striped combo. The lace at the top is white. Let me get you a code. The fabric is 39% cotton, 61% polyester. That will probably make it lighter in weight rather than it being completely cotton. And also with cotton, that kind of creasing really comes back in. So you've got a bit of a mixture of both, which is not a bad thing. Product code 023040790. And I'm going to go back to this picture because I want to show the simplicity of it. Look at the brown thong sandals. Then that's lovely for the weekend, and then to the office you can just wear more strappier leather sandals, and then that's kind of a weekend bag. But then if you had a normal sort of brown top handle or slouchy bag that you wear to the office, that's very sophisticated, and I think you'll get a lot of wear out of that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Just pausing to say, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. It's the best way you can help me do more of this. And if you love a particular episode, then share it with your girlfriends. Thank you, honey. Now back to the show. Now we're going to move to COS. This is a brand I actually buy more in the summer than I do any other time of the year. I've got an orange dress from COS that I love. Look at this. I love this. We're gonna have to go in here. So this is the top. Ruched waist cotton jersey tank top, £55. It's available in orange and it's available in black. That I love. I'm just going to put that out there already. I love that. I love the back. Not too revealing. You've got sleeveless. I like the high neckline. That will look good under a blazer. This is lovely, really lovely. Let's find out a bit more about it. Slim fit, details, vest top, slip fit, regular length, sleeveless, boat neck. Right, here's the product code. I love that kind of boat neck. That is real lovely sophistication. 1340883002. Let's just look at the materials. 48% cotton, 44 polyamide. So again, a good mix that's going to help with not getting too hot, so it's not 100% polyester. And look, I like it with the trousers. We need to find these trousers. Oh, and in short trousers too. They've definitely gone down this orange route, haven't they? Style with trousers. Let's go in here and see if we can find the orange ones. No. I wonder where those trousers are. Might have to do a bit of searching on them, but they look lovely. Right, well, let's go back to see if we can find. Oh, hold on. No, that's still the jersey top. I like that. We'll see if we can find those orange trousers before I leave the page. I like this look where there's a t-shirt on top of like a vest top on top of a t-shirt. I think it's a very cool look, but on very hot days you're gonna melt. But I do like that look, not gonna lie. So can you see here, this is a good indication of how a shirt worn open under a vest, over a vest top, can really be a lovely look, a great alternative to trying to take on a blazer. I like this skirt, pleated cotton linen midi skirt, £95. This is the ivory. I like how it gives shape around the hip, and then you've got this very great structured pleat, which is very wide. I think that kind of, just looking at that looks expensive. It's £95, so it's not at the cheap end, but can you see it gives a lovely shape to the whole look. And look, she's just gone in with a basic white ribbed vest. It'd be interesting to see if this belt comes with it. Probably not, but we'll have a look. But just look at the back of that. A lot of people will see you from the back, not just from the front. And look at that silhouette. That is lovely. What are the colours? So that's the ivory. Also comes in burgundy. No, for me it's the ivory for sure, but let's see what it comes with. I can spot here that belt doesn't come with it. They got more than one on. Well, it's double, doesn't it? Let's see what it's got. It's got very details. I'm just going to check. Classic silhouettes. Crafted, so it's cotton and linen. Great. The exaggerated pleats. I think it's the exaggerated pleats that really give it the modern look. Product number is 13374180001. High-waisted. Cotton is 59%, linen 41%. Doesn't look like you're getting the belt. So let's have a quick look. I'll quickly tap into the belt. It is a double tie belt. It's a skinny double wrap leather belt. I like that. That just makes for an interesting eye. They've got it in white. They've got it in a brown lizard effect. Now, I like it in black. That skinny double wrap, it's £45. And details. Product number is 13151790002. And that looks amazing with that skirt. Really loved that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I like the fact, I know they got a cream vest there that they're wearing it with, but if you just had a white normal ribbed vest, that would be perfect. right? I haven't forgotten about the orange trousers, I promise. What else? It's jumping out. Ooh. I tried on, and maybe when we get to the Marks and Spencer's page we'll have a look. I tried on a yellow blouse, sort of shirt blouse, and loved it. So this is the cotton shirt. I like this buttery yellow. If you are a dark autumn like me, it's very flattering on. So I'm already saying yes to this. Comes with a shorts combo. Personally for me, they're too short. I wouldn't wear them, but I do love the cotton shirt here, and I like the shape of it. I think it is versatile in the fact that you could wear that with white jeans to the office, and then this is a great weekend look. So, you know, it's got more than one purpose for sure. So the product code for that is 13386760001. Classic collar, long sleeve, but you can see it's very, very baggy. Regular length, regular fit. Yeah, I like that a lot. Right, let's go and hunt for these orange trousers. So let's go trousers, filter, colour, orange. What's coming up? Here we go. Here are the trousers. And you've got the shorts there, but we're just going to look at the trousers for now. Buckle detail, linen, balloon leg trousers. Really love that. I have my chocolate brown trousers are COS. And these look the same shape and design, and I love them. I personally wouldn't wear orange trousers on their own, I don't think. I don't know, maybe with a white vest, but I love this whole look. That is a very put together look. Available in orange. They've also got the navy, because I think the top comes in navy too. And the code details for that is 13331310002. They're a relaxed fit. I'm 99% sure they are like my chocolate trousers that I bought in autumn from COS, and I love wearing them. So yeah, love that. Right, and other stories. I've not been on And Other Stories website for quite some time, but I hear this brand is available in both LA and New York. So for the American ladies listening, I believe you get this brand where you are. We don't have here in the UK, it's not on every town high street, and it's not even in every city, but there's definitely quite a few in London, and I think there's one in Oxford. Couldn't tell you about the north, I'm afraid, but I'm sure Manchester and Birmingham definitely do. Gonna be honest, I don't think they have the most easiest return system when I've personally ordered online. So when I'm buying from this brand, I make a purpose trip into London because they've got more than one shop, and I try on, and if I like it I buy there and then. It's not one I personally recommend online. This is the midi dress. I'm really liking the detailing here, a bit similar to that COS skirt we were looking at. I like this kind of heavier look on the skirt. So many pictures. Oh, here, sorry, that's me. Click here. I like that. And as you can see, for the office, it's got it with some midi sandals, and then at the weekend you can continue with that with just some flat sliders. Again, that high neckline oozes sophistication, and I like the detailing of a sort of longer line necklace. So that's £119. It describes it as a dark brown. Now, I don't know about you, but my screen is showing that as a bit of like a muddy green. So I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that's brown. Let's go into the shoes. I'm just going to quickly pop into the shoes. Those shoes don't look brown to me. And look, they say green. And they're the tan. See, yeah. Oh, I need to go back button. Pressing the wrong back button there. I'm back again. I'm not convinced that is dark brown. That's a greeny brown to me. What do we need to find? What do I need to give you a code. Let's have a look at the detail and fit. It's a regular fit, round neck, sleeveless, and the fabric 90% viscose. Explanation. It's got a little bit of elastane in there, and I'm still trying to find the code. Why is it not jumping out at me? Should do, shouldn't it? No, can't see it. Oh, I'm sorry. I genuinely can't see it. Why can't I see it? That's annoying. Oh my god, look here. Number of workers. It's taken 134 people in total to make that dress. That must be from design through to completion. God, it's new information. Sorry, couldn't find, but it's on their new section on their homepage. Let's look at these shorts. Knee length. Again, denim. I'm assuming they've got to be a lighter denim. They look lighter. Again, hits the knee at just the right place. I think you can get away with this look to the office if you start it right. I wouldn't put sliders like that on. I'd wear shoes like that if you're going to wear that to the office, just to smarten it up a bit. £77. Let's have a quick. This is no good. Let's try and scale here. That's better. Very nice. I like that a lot. How much are they? Yeah, 77. Again, can't give you 100% cotton. Article number 13411580002. There we go. I want to check how many workers. Number of workers 7,413. I don't understand what that means. If anybody knows what that actually means. Number of workers. Am I reading that right? I don't know what that means. That is fascinating. I might have to Google that later. I'm intrigued. Let me quickly go back to that dress. See if we can get that article number. We'll be very, very quick. Material. No, not material. Details. Here we go. Article number 13502780002. Right, I'm going to move on from end of the stories. A little bit underwhelmed, if I'm truly honest. This is Marks and Spencer's new in. This is in swimwear. I like that. That's a really nice and alternative cover up. Cotton rich palm embroidered beach shorts. But I like the top. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Where's the top? Here's the top. That's very versatile, and you could wear that with jeans, high-waisted skirt. This is more my thing. Cotton rich palm embroidered beach, £30. Available in size 6 up to size 24. Really nice. I like it with the weave bag. That is a really lovely, stylish look. Obviously it's holiday. You could wear that at the weekend. Love that look. Those of you listening. Here we go. Product code. T520137. About this style, it's a runway-worthy summer look. I agree. You're going to get a lot of looks in that and showcasing that kind of palm leaf embroidery, which just oozes summer. And the lace element on the trim is lovely. And yeah, I think that oozes sophistication. What else have we got that we can tap into? Look at these pure linen balloon trousers. That is a lovely evening look. How gorgeous is that? I like that a lot. The pure linen trousers, balloon trousers, are £46. available in size 6 up to size 24, and different leg length. You've got extra short, short petite, regular and long. 4 different sizes there. It's lovely at the back too. All black look. You can't get that wrong for an evening look. I like that. And then it's got another colour, white, just a small off, sort of more weekendy. No, do you know I love the black? I love that look. Well, so let's just give you the details of the balloon trousers. T572005. They're pure linen trousers. Take you through the warmer months in style. High-waisted fit, on-trend balloon leg, pin tuck detail at the waist. Very easy to wear. I agree, but I want to find that top as well. Where's the top? Why is it not showing the top? Where do you get into that bit? It's not coming up on there. You may also like section. What's this one? That's a similar picture. Oh no, that's the weave bag. Large open weave grab bag, £60. Do I like that? I prefer the black to the cream. It looks a bit cheap, if I'm honest. So no, I'm not sure I like that as much. I probably would go more traditional weave, sort of traditional raffia bag. It's okay. Oh, that's annoying that I can't find that top. We might have to have a bit of a search before I go on to Nordstrom. What else are we like in here? Let's have a look. Well, that's a very straightforward summer dress. Love the pop of colour. I think sort of big kind of print leaves, again, naturally just ooze summer. So, you know, if you don't want to put a lot of effort into your summer style, this is very, very simple. So this is a leaf print strappy Madaxi cami dress. Madaxi means it's just a bit longer than midi, but it's not gonna go all the way right down to your like sort of hang over your flats, which I think actually is a much more sensible length. And I say that because I wore a really long maxi dress with sliders and I kept tripping all day because it was just that 1 centimetre too long. But if I wanted to wear it of an evening with heels, I couldn't really get it shortened. So I think the Madaxi length, especially if you're wearing sliders, is a really, really good option. I like this. I do. They're not showing much. It's got the crisscross back, so slightly more awkward to wear. If you don't need to wear a strapless bra, then that's going to be totally fine. T427299W is the code. And you know what? If you're going to a wedding and it was mega hot with a lovely summer hat, some heels and some big sunglasses, I think you could get away with that at a wedding, if I'm truly honest. Again, 3 lengths, petite, regular and tall. So I like that. Anything else? Let's just go on to the next page. Not feeling some of this, if I'm honest. What else is springing out? I like that colour, tiered skirt. That's interesting. That's high-waisted, which is nice. Gives you a bit more of a flattering fit. Like the colour. And I just like the fact that this crinkled effect is perfect for when it's really hot. You want to be relaxed and you don't want to... It will make you look more put together as the day goes on than if you wore something that should be ironed and be perfectly fine. So create effortless feminine daytime looks with this textured tiered skirt. Yeah, I like that. Product code is T53762 for you. And that's available in size 6 to 24 in petite and regular. I think that's a really lovely colour. Right, I am in search. I'm just going to see if we can quickly find this top. Tops. I can't say it's an M&S top because I'm not entirely sure what brand. They could have easily. We know it's long sleeve, didn't we? And we know it's black. So it's narrowing down to 103. So what else I can filter it on? Just see if we can. Or the other option is I could type in sheer. Nothing. I think they were saying summer too much. Sheer black top in women. Let's see what comes out. No, it's not coming out. That's annoying, isn't it? The trousers are lovely, but I'm sure you've probably got a sheared black top anyway. It's a sparkly one, isn't it? That's not really going to give you the same look. Well, it might do, but no, I preferred the other one. Right, Nordstrom then. What have we got new in? So, women's new arrivals. Let's take a flick through. I want to look at this one. Diagonal pleated. No, I'm not loving that. That looks very expensive for what the dress actually is. I think we need to hold on. I've gone to women's new arrivals. I think we need to break this down because it is such a large offering. Let's go. Do I just do dresses? Yeah, let's just do dresses for the moment. Oh, that's mango. Let's find the brand. That's COS. Oh, that's interesting then. So some of the mango and COS stuff that I've shown, you might be if you're in the USA, you might be able to get this on Nordstrom. Don't know if the product codes would transfer, but you can try, or you can at least take the description and go for it. Now this I think is a better shape. Did you hear me earlier when I was sort of saying I didn't like the kind of balloon sleeves? I think this t-shirt style is definitely a much more modern look this summer, and I would recommend more going down that route. I think the big balloon sleeves a little bit are from the last few summers, and it will probably at first sight for some of us who are a bit more style savvy would probably indicate that that's previous season. Not a bad thing, we should always rewear. This is Donna Karan. I like this. This is a light denim, isn't it? I like the ruching coming in, giving it a nice waistline. And then you've got a slightly heavier skirt. Sleeveless mini dress. Donna Karan weekend, $131.92, but that's in UK money. I don't know what that will show in the USA. Nightfall, I'm assuming that's kind of that indigo denim. Let's have a look at detail. Fabrication, so it's rayon and nylon and linen. And the item number is 11447947. Soft gathering and breezy A-line silhouette, effortless ease. I have to agree. That does look like an effortless option. So I like that. What else are we doing? Ooh. That looks like for the office, even in a creative office, that definitely has a level of sophistication. I like that. And again, this sleeve just like I was saying before, this one's slightly more angled than the t-shirt one that I've just shown. But again, a really modern look. So this is the Audrey denim shirt dress by Adalyn Ray. The UK value is $99.92, so I'm assuming it's just over $100 for you guys. I like that. Product code is 11457245. Hand wash, dry flat. I think if you just put that on a light wash and hung it out, you'll be fine. I like that. This is an interesting look. Do I like it? I think it's a statement dress. It is a dress, not a... Yeah, it is a dress. Brave and true. It's the Maya floral print sleeveless dress. I wouldn't wear it to the office. But if you are somebody who wears a lot of black or is quite monochrome and you just want a different look, yeah, I like that. For me, that would be more sort of holiday, weekend. Yeah, it doesn't use professional, but I think, yeah, off duty, that's really quite sophisticated. That's $138.95. Product code is 11406293. Right, I'm going to look in a different category. Let's just have a look under... Go back. New arrivals. Oh, I might be better off going back to new now in women. And go just to clothing. Let's have a quick look. Let's see, anything popping out. This is where online shopping can be a little bit on the challenging side because it just gives you so much that I always think that's why sometimes I really like shopping in the shop, because it's curated better, curated much better. And somehow I found myself in another dress. This is interesting. This double length I've never seen. Show all. I just think that's a really interesting dress. I'm gonna make it bigger. So we've got this shirt, button-down shirt. It looks like it goes all the way down. But then you've got this two-tier length. And then you've got this other tiered element here with a really lovely waistline. I think that's really nice. That's very modern. Let's have a look at the back. How does it look at the back? So you've got this like what looks like a little short jacket over a skirt. I'm going to go right to the bottom of the photos. I want to understand. They've not shown any photos without this longer length. So we're going to go to the description. I just want to know if it's detachable. So this is the Phelan midi dress by Willa. Comes in natural. They also do it in a blue. Oh, I like the blue. Look at that with all the stripe detailing. Oh, and where it two tiers at the bottom, you've got that contrasting stripe. This I love. This I really do love. Look at that at the back. Again, it looks like a little short jacket. The waist is the opposite stripe. I like this. In fact, I'm going to stay on the blue. I'm now thinking it's not a detachable bottom. Let's have a look what it says. The Phelan midi dress is a sophisticated fit and flare, captures modern elegance with refined design. It is a beautiful cotton linen blend. Timeless aesthetic, transforms day to evening, structured bodice, tiered skirt. Yeah, and it's not detachable. I think I like that. I really do. The item number for that is 11154614. Well, we're going to end on a goodie. I like to end on a goodie, and for me, that is a goodie. Let me just flick back to the white, flick back to the blue. I'd go blue. I think it's got more to offer as well. And as I say, blue striped in the summer just oozes summer. I like that a lot. So thank you for taking a journey with me between all the different brands. If you have only just found me, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I do both audio and video podcasts. I mix it up. You can find me on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you like a little bit more than just the podcast, then the Substack, you just got to search Styling Matters on Substack, supports the podcast with more written content on some of the stuff that I bring on the podcast. So I'm going to leave you right now and enjoy your week. Thanks for listening. If you loved this episode, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, there's always more on lizziericardson.com, or follow me at Instagram at lizzie.richardson. Bye for now.